Okay, in that case, 2024 Men's Royal Rumble. Eh, you know what? This was the second best match on the card, I feel. Um, it was really difficult to not see between Cody or CM Punk as the winners. Um, but it's still, I mean, I don't know if I would give it 5 toilet paper rolls, but I would definitely give it 4 with 2-ply.
Yeah,
How's that?
four is suffice. Is that the right word?
Yes, 4 will
Like,
suffice.
four will suffice.
Are you in
Yeah.
for 4 in this one as well?
The only thing, yeah, I can go four. The only thing is that the men's was just so predictable. That's the only thing.
Um,
Um,
it was tough. It was tough because you knew that Cody was like this was his time, and the only thing that really kind of made it different was CM Punk. Like had CM Punk not come in like what 2 months before, like you wouldn't even know. Like there wouldn't been anything else where like who else would do you think would have even been close to winning the Royal Rumble? LA Knight?
no, Gunther.
Gunther. See, I don't think see like it would be awesome if Gunther won, but he's already the IC champion. So that would I mean it would have made it interesting, but I just didn't think that that was it
I
was in the stars.
That's what I wanted.
Well, Gunther is on a different level, brother. Gunther is
Well, he
he
is, and he
he's
doesn't. But
believable.
he doesn't. He still doesn't, and I hope he still doesn't. But he doesn't deserve to lose clean the title. He's too good. I'd much rather have him drop it because he has something better, and to not lose it at all. Just give it up, and then have elimination chamber match. Well, no, because that would no scrap that.
Mhm.
Scrap that. Yeah, just because it'll be after the fact. But because like the whole thing I was going in with is so let's see. Rollins was already hurt, right? Before that, yeah.
Yes.
Punk was not. So Punk wins. He would go after Rollins. Rhodes continues his hard struggle story. Loses the Rumble. Has to go through Elimination Chamber to get to Roman. Or have what I think it would have been a good feud was the thing they were starting to heat up between Punk and Drew, which they've now continued to do. After the fact that Drew hurt was the one that hurt Punk and cost him his WrestleMania match, which Drew McIntyre now has merchandise of. I don't know if have you seen it. Um, it's got the grave and it says CM Punk's
What he
WrestleMania
what,
dream
what he
on
brought
the.
with him. That was one
Huh?
of the highlights that came out of main or came out of Rumble for me was Drew McIntyre. Ever since even like ever since Punk came to WWE, it felt like you had Seth Rollins be pissed about it. That was like at the very beginning when Punk first showed up, and then Drew McIntyre. It's like there were even talks that Drew McIntyre was gonna he's not renewing his contract, and he's pissed
Right,
that
right.
Punk's here. But after the Rumble, man, and Drew McIntyre has been on fire.
He
Like if he
has,
just
which
lost that
which
fucking sword, the Drew McIntyre that we were getting right now is gold.
yeah, I agree, and that's where I kind of have a feeling that they have signed him, they have re-signed him, and that's why he's doing so good. So there's just something that feels like he's he's there for a long term now. Um,
I love that shirt was fucking awesome. His whole demeanor is now awesome.
yeah,
He's
well,
like,
yeah, they
who
just gotta make him. They just
heel?
gotta keep it going. Heel. He's such a
Yeah,
good heel.
yeah.
Like, um,
It's like
but
almost like
yeah,
an
so with the Rumble,
anti-hero.
yeah, he's just
I love the shirt though.
yeah, it was good. I'm glad, but like they were kind of teasing a feud beforehand. I'm like, yeah, I could take Punk and have Punk against um
Drew McIntyre.
Drew, especially since Rollins is hurt, and if Rollins is going to need to be out for a period of time, Punk doesn't deserve the title. Have Gunther be the guy that goes, wins, gets the title, and then he can drop the IC title because he has a better title. He can just forfeit it, and then I don't know, like that's where I think like something like fuck the Money in the Bank shit. Have a Money in the Bank match for the IC title. Like bring those matches back, like or like whatever a ladder match for it. Cause like those were always killer. Um, but yeah, so that's where my head was at going into Rumble possibilities. Um, so I was really rooting for Gunther. But we start the Rumble off with Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso. That was an awesome start. That was a perfect start for Rumble. Finally getting them face to face, fighting for the first time since they separated, kind of planting seeds to eventually they go head to head. Andrade returning. Cool. I mean, he was in there for a long time. I think it'll be nice to see him active more. See what he can do. See what they can do with him a little bit differently this time around.
Well, what's that
Um,
mask he showed up with?
yeah, I
Like,
mean
is that
that's
new?
just his. That's no, he was doing that. He did that in AEW. That's just his. That's just part of his gimmick. Because he was another luchador that stopped wearing masks. But I mean, I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know if he's going to have that as part of his regular um, entrances as far as in WWE, or if they were just doing that as like a one just because it was like a familiar thing for people to see because that's what he had been doing in AEW. But um, I didn't I, I didn't really care for the extra like crown or whatever that was on it. The mask itself, when he comes out with just the mask on, I think it is pretty cool when he comes out with that and he's in his suit. Um, and then obviously he takes it off. But oh, who stood out? Oh yeah, I mean freaking Omos coming back. That was pretty cool. But Braun Breaker
Braun
killed it in
Breaker.
the company.
Braun Breaker
He killed
four.
it.
He so I think Cody's the only other one who had 4 eliminations. Uh, Gunther had 3, and Braun Breaker had 4. Dude, when Braun Breaker showed up, like I'm a big fan of Goldberg, and I know that's not the most popular view in the world. Uh, dude, Braun Breaker to me is he's not as big as Goldberg, but he's got that fucking
explosion.
manhandling ability. Like Braun
Yeah.
Breaker was picking people up, fucking slamming them. It was hilarious. They got eliminated by Dominic. That was funny.
Well,
But he just came in
so
hot, bro, and dude, he was dominant as fuck. And it was just like, to me, it was just like shades of Goldberg. And I'm like, yeah, I wish this could be more of a thing. But you're in the ring with Gunther. You're in the ring with Amos, which would be awesome if you could pick him up, you know? But you're in there with Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, uh,
all the big dogs.
Cody. I it was exciting. Like I don't know why. Maybe just because Carlito is so old school for me. I love his whole stick. And Carlito, every time he comes back, he just looks bigger and bigger. Um,
Man, I'm not. I'm over it.
Shinsuke was in there for 20 minutes. That was great. Andrade was
Yep.
probably well, like what else was a surprise? Like Omos, Pat McAfee going in and out.
Yeah. I mean, that was planned. So we did find out after the fact that Braun Breaker pretty much was Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Everything that Braun Breaker did, Brock was supposed to do it, including getting eliminated by Dom. And then they were going to have Brock Lesnar versus Dominic at Elimination Chamber. How does that sound good? Like,
Well, I
I can
mean,
understand it. I can understand it to the point that people want to see Dom just get his ass totally handled.
yeah, and
But
it's kind
that's
of like
just
such a drastic difference between their
that's
body
just
types.
yeah. I mean, Dom has gone. Dom has come leaps and bounds to where he was when he was with his father. Um, but
Oh,
yeah,
he's legit
our truth
hated. It's
coming
awesome.
in. We didn't even talk about that in the women's rumble. Our truth coming in both
That was
rumbles.
awesome.
I did
Uh,
like I didn't catch it until the second time I watched it that he did come out the same number,
yes,
number
yes.
2024 or whatever. He just screwed up which one he's supposed to go on it. But
That was awesome, man. Our truth is just he's something else, bro. Our truth is fucking fantastic.
yeah, I don't really know if there was any. I mean,
Sami Zayn coming out 30.
yeah, I mean, he should have been in the Rumble anyway, so that's not really a surprise. I mean, it's kind of bad that I mean, I don't know, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about Sammy. Um, Ricochet, that he didn't. I mean, he needed someone like Logan Paul to be relevant in a Rumble. You could definitely tell because he didn't do anything. Bronson Reed and Eric, or no, Ivar from the Viking Raiders. Ivar, they are both really, really good. And since Ivar has been a singles competitor, he's just, oh, he just looks so good. Considering how big he is, very fun to watch in the ring.
But that's what
So
gives him like the
it was nice to
advantage
see
or
them, right? But it was nice to see them get some time. Um, yeah, nothing really else. But like,
Gunther look good.
it's like, oh yeah, well, of course. I mean, he's the best, arguably the best that was in there. Um, but it's like once it got to a certain point, and then it was like, okay, Cody's coming out, Gunther's out, Drew's coming out, Punk's coming out. I was like, you could easily just see where the final 4 or 5 were gonna be, and I mean, Sammy came in at 30, and he was only in there for 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes.
Three
Um,
minutes, 19 seconds.
but he did get eliminated by Drew.
Yep.
Which feeds it. I will say, like, they did a good job of feeding into stories in the men's rumble. They did do a good job of that. What I did not like was the ending where, I mean, Gunther's got to win next year. If he's not heavyweight champion next year, by the time Rumble happens, he has to win the Rumble.
Well,
Because
he's the only,
seeing him,
he's the only one that could probably make that championship better and give it legitimacy. Uh, Seth Rollins, so whatever, the heavyweight championship. I feel like if there's anybody to do that, it's fucking Gunther.
no, I
He's going to
mean,
be a Universal Champion. I
no, he's
think
not going to beat Reigns.
yeah, no,
And I
you're
don't,
looking at
and I,
Cody's going to be that.
what?
He's going to be the
Yeah,
face.
I don't want him, not right away. I mean, eventually him and Cody, but not right away because Cody will win, and I don't want, no. Gunther does not deserve to lose. I mean, he can. Thing is, though, like, he cannot lose the IC title, still win the heavyweight title, still have a long reign, and it won't feel like, because it'll be separated because the titles are different, and he could still probably go well over 1,000 days straight as a champion, just like Reigns. But anyway, I
I
did
mean,
not
listen,
like the fact that Gunther got eliminated by the same fucking person as he did the previous year in exactly the same kind of way. It was just I did not like that, and
let's see who
yeah,
eliminated Gunther.
Cody, just like
Cody,
he did last
okay.
year, same exact way.
Okay.
And then Punk did his like once he started becoming like a little heel Punk and started talking crap about Dusty and I'm not gonna lose to Dusty's kid or whatever he said. And I was like, okay, well, but we also didn't know that Punk was hurt at the time. Punk fought with a freaking injury for a long time. It had to been a good 15, 17 minutes or so after Drew McIntyre did the DDT that hurt Punk. Punk still was. I mean, Drew McIntyre was whipping his ass. He was
Oh
not.
yeah.
He was not hitting soft. So Punk went through quite a bit with that injury. So props to him.
Did you know?
And
Like
then
you
yeah.
didn't know. I didn't know that it was injured.
Oh no one knew until afterwards, and it was because of the whatever that shock DDT.
Adrenaline.
You
Oh,
know, I can't think of it. But anyway, that's what hurt Punk. And,
yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's the right man won. You know, and they got a whole fucking year out of milking that story. And how many years did they get out of Bloodline? And they're still getting fucking years out of the Bloodline. It's pretty fucking amazing. I just, yeah, I don't know what else to say to this match
yeah,
except it was fun.
right
It was
man
actually,
won, and then the after effects of Rumble just haven't. They've just been weird lately. So yes, if the right man won, yes. If and again, so we all know what's happening. So if The Rock really wanted to go to Mania, and fight Reigns, then he should have been the one coming out at 30, and then he should have
Yeah,
won the Rumble.
yeah,
Then,
which is
then him screwing Cody over in some sort of way, eliminating him or whatever. Then that would have been a better build up to something like a triple threat instead of what they did. Because The Rock actually did win the Rumble, got his choice. He did that. Cody Rhodes could win the Elimination Chamber, and they could just say, they don't. Maybe they wouldn't specify what title. I don't know, but maybe just he won the Elimination Chamber, and he's like, no, I don't want that title. I still want to go for Reigns, and then they made that a triple threat. I would have been okay with it, but no, they decided to be all weird about it and fuck it up. But anyway,
he at
yeah,
the end of the
Rumble.
Rumble. What did Cody do?
He pointed at well, pretty sure he pointed at WrestleMania, and then he pointed at Roman Reigns,
There you go.
and yeah,
There
he
you
gave us
go.
his answer right away.
There you go. So anything
But
after that was little. If it was planned, it wasn't executed the best. But hey, we're here. It's happening.
yeah, but that's
8 out of 10.
yeah, 8 out of 10. That's not bad.
2 ply.
Overall, I mean, they're both good rumbles. It's just the men's was too predictable,
It was a little
and
overshadowed by women's.
yeah, I mean, the men's I don't know, it's never really anything too exciting, you know.
Yeah,
But I mean, it would have been cool to maybe have a TNA guy come in a men's rumble. Like,
that's not gonna
I mean,
happen yet. Not
eh,
yet.
not yet. It might not ever, but eh, it's okay. They got enough guys. They got enough men. So there's still a lot of people that were left off of the show that could have been in there for sure. But,
Yeah.
but
So who wasn't there? Randy Orton wasn't there. AJ Styles wasn't there. Roman Reigns wasn't there. LA Knight.
I don't know. Well, but they had their own
Just
match,
saying. Yeah, they
which made
did.
sense. Which made sense because those guys, it's like they're not going to win. So you at least saved three guys from being in there for no reason, and you still gave them a chance to possibly beat Reigns in the main event. Or actually, no, that wasn't the main event. That was the second match of the night.
Oh, that was right smack in the middle of the card.
Yeah, it was before Owens and Paul.
Ugh. Okay, well, we need to hit on those real quick.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I mean, it could be 9 out of 10. It's almost there, you know. But this is 2 ply eight out
I
of
ain't.
ten. It's a very strong
I'm not.
hold.
I'm not budging. So
Okay, 8 out of
if
10.
anything, I'll go down to 3. I don't know.
Oh shit! You want to do that?
No, I'm not going any higher.
Because for a second there, as soon as you said I'm going down to 3, I'm like, I'm gonna go up to 5. I don't know what's gonna happen. Are we gonna have this fight? What's gonna go? What's gonna go down?
But
I'm like, why am I being so
I'll
stubborn? What do I
I'll go
want out of
down to
this?
I'll go down to
Oh,
2.
and then there you go. I just
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it like more than 4 stars, but or more than 4 toilet papers, but less than 5. So how do I express that except 2 ply?
1.5.
1.5 ply. Fuck you. Every third sheet is just one. Your finger just pokes right through it. Nicely done. Well, that's it for this review. 25 minutes, not bad. Lasted longer than Drew McIntyre, I think. Motherfucker lasted a while though. How long did Drew McIntyre stay in that? I just can't get over the sword. 9 minutes. There you go.
Really? Oh, he got eliminated by Punk,
Yep.
which
Love the
again,
shirt.
just which again fed into that storyline of that's what I mean. That's obviously going to be the feud that Punk's going to come back to,
Oh, that's great.
as long as Drew is Drew has resigned. And that's what it should be.
8 out of 10.
But 8 out of 10.
All right. It's not nine
Love
out
you.
of 10. It. Go ahead.
Bye.